Remember when you had friends? You can have them again. Just have to try. You get it. So every month we have a music booster meeting, and you know the board is starting to get a little concerned because we don't have a lot of people for next year. So I was serious. We do need people to step up, but I reassure them every time. I say, you know what, it's gonna be fine. The problem is we haven't been able to have events, so people can't see how cool it is. And once they see even just one event like what we're gonna do tomorrow night, we will have to actually have elections because there will be so many people signing up for the board. And I can, judging by your reaction, that you might disagree. But truly, I'll try to keep this brief, but I would say, for the parents, it's hard sometimes to stay involved in your kids' education as they get older. Sometimes they want you around a little bit less. I've heard, my kids are not like that. But other people's kids, they don't want them around. My kids are right back there. And Music Boosters is a really good way to stay involved. So if you want to put your toe in the water, you know, chaperone an event, something like that, we'd love to have you. We'll be able to do more things next year. This summer we'll, you know, include some planning, and we can kind of get things going again and start to feel like we're a little bit normal. Speaking of normal, there's a concert here next Tuesday night I'd like to invite you to. It's not our school concert, it's the Shoreline Community Band. It's a concert band connected to Shoreline Community College that I conduct. And we're kind of trying to reflect on the last 2 years a little bit. And, you know, it's not like closure happens, it seems like, because we're still kind of dealing with it. There's not going to be an end point for COVID and we go like, oh, that's over, let's talk about it. And I keep kind of having this feeling that somebody is going to lead us through some sort of something, and so we can process what we've all collectively been through. And now I've come to the conclusion that it's just not going to happen. And so we're going to do that. I'm doing that with this band. And it's people ages 14 to 94 in this group. And so we're playing music that just provides us a little space and time to kind of reflect on the last 2 years, from goofy things that happened when we were in quarantine to, you know, some moving kind of moments. So if you'd like to come, it's free next Tuesday night at 7:30. And then, did I already talk about Music Boosters? So we have Music Boosters, and you will be a part of the Music Boosters. It's fine. If you don't want to be a part of the Music Boosters, all you have to do is write a check. A big check. So we're going to get things moving again here. We have 2 jazz ensembles at our school. This ensemble is called Jazz Ensemble 2. Would you give them a huge round of applause, please? Welcome back to the stage, Alan Vizzutti.
That was a piece called, if you don't have a program, you may not, that's called Jazz Alley. It's a composition of mine, and the next one, which is called Pike Place, and sense a theme there perhaps. I wrote a few tunes for younger jazz players without some of the super high notes and things in them, and we'd like to continue with the piece Pike Place, which is a totally different group. But I also wanted to mention, because I realize at the moment we're switching jazz ensembles after this tune, that it's so fantastic to have young, new players involved in this music. Because if you think about it really, with a rare exceptions maybe in the military or in a couple of cities around the United States, the big band music and this type of jazz music is basically only alive in the schools. The great American musician, you know, it's a bit of a hard sell commercially in a way, but it's so fun when you're actually listening to it, and the styles are so varied. So here's a different groove in a piece of mine called Pike Place. Cool.